Hi, so in this video I will talk about artificial intelligence in the context of machines and physics. So to start with, let's watch a movie by Fritz Lang. It's called Metropolis, and it was shown in 1927. And here they're going to Babel, that's the Metropolis, and they have a car. And what is interesting, you have these airplanes flying around in the city, inside the city, and some trains, some cars. And that's sort of the future world. And now this is the woman which is going to be transformed into a robot. So this mad scientist with this fluffy hair takes basically the human features and transfers them onto the robot. How is he doing that? Well, he has all kinds of fancy equipment, bulbs, and some kind of illumination. And it's kind of fun to watch these sort of older equipment which you will find in 100-year-old labs. And then you have these rings, which I'm not sure exactly what they represent. Floating rings, and here you have a transfer, I guess, of some electricity. Again, you have these floating rings. Let's see what happens next. Some bubbly water. You wonder if it's going to explode, but no, it's still going on. Oh, and now you have a heartbeat appearing. And I guess the next step is the veins, veins in the robot. And now it comes to the face, so now the robot is being humanized with the human face of that woman and becomes alive, and that's whereas the woman is dying. Okay, so what does this robot do? Well, she's basically trying to get all the workers to destroy the machines, best to the machines. It's kind of interesting. She has a robot which itself is going to destroy the machines, but the reason is that all these workers are actually kind of the slaves of the machines. They have to work night and day to keep the city, the machines actually running. It's kind of the reverse process of what machines look like. And he's trying to protect them, but now she's, I guess, putting in so much power that they're either going to explode. And that leads to some flooding of the city. It turns out all the kids are in the basement, and so they're being flooded. They're trying to save them. To turn this movie, they actually used cold water to make it more realistic. And the people are pretty angry at this robot, so they are now actually burning it. And that was the lover of the robot, or the woman before it became a robot, and that's the end. So it's kind of fascinating that, thinking back, that's almost 100 years old, with all these ideas of flying planes in the movie and so on, and then having this humanized robot which dictates sort of that city. So let's ask the first question. Do you believe artificial intelligence is actually dangerous and could destroy the humanity? So let's see, what do you think? Yes, maybe, neutral, unlikely, no. So I have the answers from last year's class, and they said about 50% said maybe, kind of interesting, 4% yes, and 6% no. Okay, so let's move on to Montreal. Montreal is often seen as one of the leaders in AI, and so a lot of news about this is Facebook in Montreal, there's Google, Amazon, all satellites of these big companies which use sort of the brain power of Montreal. There was also this interesting fellow, which is Richard Stallman. He's the founder of GNU software. That's where you can download sort of free software. And his mantra was basically everything should be open, unlike what I guess Facebook is doing, or others which collect a lot of data and then potentially sells it to other people or other companies or even the government. So I think it's an interesting debate to have, what to do with all this data which is basically obtained through these online programs. There's also this warning by these eminent physicists, Stephen Hawking, Tegmark, Stuart Russell, and Frank Wilczek, which were trying basically to sound the alarm of what that both there can be huge benefits for artificial intelligence, but also that one has to be really careful about there can be many pitfalls, and that's sort of a movie with Sean Penn about him being in the mind of a computer. So his mind was transferred into a computer, and the computer is basically dominating the world somehow. So, interesting question. Can actually machines feel? Yes? No? What do you think? So last year class, they answered to 25% yes, but the majority said no. So let's see. This is basically a show by let me just run the movie.
This is tonight's Showbotics. Let's meet our first robot. Please welcome from MIT, Sang-Bae Kim and the Mini Cheetah.
Well, that's a small dog, but let's look at actually the singing.
Together.
So this is Sophia.
Got any songs in mind?
We could do Say Something by is it Christina Aguilera?
Okay, I just downloaded it. I'm ready to sing.
So let's see what that happens.
Okay.
How the singing goes.
Bruce, do you know the song? All right, now the first ever robot-human duet in the history of the Tonight Show.
Oh yeah.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to you. Anywhere I would follow you.
It's kind of funny, and I think now it's maybe starting to get a little creepy. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Yeah, that looks creepy. Okay, so that was the robot singing, and does she feel? Well, I'll let you decide.
This is tonight's Showbotics. Let's meet.
So, what about, do you think that artificial intelligence machines will surpass and dominate humans? And yes, in the next 20 years, in 20 to 100 years, or never? So, what do you think? Let's see what last year's class said. Well, 52% yes in the next 20 to 100 years. Okay, we'll have to wait 20 years to see if that's true, or even 100. This is another one, which is sort of some robot by Boston Dynamics. Let's see what they can do. And this is about 4 years old. So you can imagine that maybe they can walk a little better now. And it's going in snow, so it's probably the same season as now. There's still a bit of snow outside. And walking in the snow. And pretty good at it. Let's see if he falls at some point. A little unstable. It's not the most elegant walking, but it's pretty efficient. Still able to walk around. So let's see. Oh, that's going to be a small ridge. Well, let's see how the rover can do there. Oh, almost, pretty good. Had kind of company. Oh, can carry stuff. That's useful. And let's see what else it can do. So okay, can carry, but let's see, I think there's a twist coming. Oh, there's this mean guy with a hockey stick. Oh, how mean of him. But, you know, unlike a human, he doesn't get upset. Oh, what's going to happen now? Again, this. Oh. Okay, that's not very nice. But the robot doesn't care. That's a good thing. And now, oh gosh. So let's see what happens. Can he go get back up? Takes a little while, but you know. He's fine, it seems. Okay, bye. Fun to see you, robot. See you next time. So here we're going to listen to some music. So this is the Yumi, the conductor. Let's forward this a little bit.
And we're writing the future of robot conductor. Sense is not the physical to conduct an orchestra.
You can see the movement of the robot.
The flexibility of the arms of Yumi is absolutely unthinkable. Something much more evident. It is something more artistic.
Starting. Okay, ready? Let's see what happens. You definitely can sing. I won't try to imitate him.
Watching Yumi while playing, I realized that he's very smooth. He's very smooth. You know, he's not a kind of metronome, but he really moves.
What about self-driving cars? Well, you know, one big problem is actually when they start making accidents. So that's sort of a drawback. So that's sort of a news where, that can actually stop a little bit the development of that. But let me ask you sort of the question. What do you think will happen sort of in the next 5 or 50 years? When will you be able to legally drive a driverless car? In less than 5 years, 6 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, or, you know, never. So let's see what you think. And I'm going to put up what last year students thought. So the majority, well, the medium said, well, about 6 to 10 years, around 10 years. So we'll see. Let's wait 10 years and then we'll know. What about electric cars? When will electric cars be the majority on the road? In less than 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 20? And again, let's see what you think. And I'll put up what the class last year thought. Yeah, so most of them thought between sort of 11 and 20 years. So we'll see. And then we'll talk about finance in the next section and AI. Thank you. See you in the next video.